All right, y'all. I'm waiting on my food to get here. But what I wanted to come and talk to you guys about is like, man, you know what you should always take seriously? You should always take seriously God, your actions, and ritual. And you should not ever look at it like you're playing a game. Now, we all know that narcissistic people are always playing a game, right? What I see in front of me is a narcissist that played a game and involved gods in that game that were definitely listening, right? Didn't take it seriously. Don't take nothing seriously. Take everything for granted. Don't take it for granted. You know what the narcissist will do? Gaslight you. See, a lot of people become disturbed by gaslighting. You know what narcissistic people are doing whenever they gaslight others for the actions that they have committed? They're in a delusional denial. They have to go into denial. However, that denial and that gaslighting does not protect them from karma. It does not protect them from the consequences of their actions. It doesn't. I would never sit here and do a ritual with Kronos, Loki, Hecate, Lakshmi, Kalima, Zeus, Hecate, any of my deities and spirits that I have worked with. I would never sit here and do a ritual with them and not take it seriously. But we got people that are out there, and this is why I was warning y'all about scammers. You have to be careful about the spiritual advice that you take. You can't go out here into this world, trespass on innocent people. Do the most to try to harm those people. And then think that you're going to go to the Bible and just get rid of it. People like that fail every single time they have to learn the lesson. You ain't even supposed to, like, first of all, narcissistic people, they love religion because they like to look at other people as just players in their game, but that's not the way that it works, especially when you meeting people on the internet or in real life, to be honest with you. In real life or the internet, but especially on the internet. You never know who you're running into. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Denial's not going to help you. It's not about whether or not I let it go or a witch lets it go. It's going to keep going because you are the one that laid down the foundation for that to happen to you. The innocent people that got involved with you, if they're smart, playing dumb only takes you so far. And being mentally ill doesn't give you a pass. The spiritual community is the worst place for mentally ill people, because mentally ill and mentally challenged people that do things and have no memory, no understanding. See, a mentally ill person is going to do things like drop revenge porn, lie on a person, do a smear campaign against a person, and then they're going to go and play dumb thinking that they're going to get off on it. You don't. You don't get away with it. You can sit up here and say, oh, I've been stalking you since so-and-so date, but if you just leave me alone, hold on, wait a minute. You the one that's been stirring up shit. People were minding their own business. You the one that came and bothered people. You the one that inserted yourself into people's lives. You're the one that did it. You did that. People just defended themselves. You came either on here or you went out into your community. You spoke to the gods. You spoke to the universe. The universe did not agree with you. Now, all of a sudden, you ain't did nothing, even though you done stirred up all this shit. The shit's going to have to end up back on your lap. And people don't have time for that. See, that's why they say that idle hands are the devil's workshop. You should have found something else better to do. You done started all this stuff, and ritual is very powerful. You know, you call to these bad spirits and us witches, we will see the signs of it coming towards us. We will see that because it will manifest in some kind of weird way, and we'll see it and we won't let it fester. We won't let it settle in. We're not letting it go. We're not letting it go. We don't have to. We don't have to lay down and die for you. You conjured up all those spirits of death. You conjured up all of that destruction. So you're going to have to deal with it. Lying and posting things on the internet is just going to make it worse. Even though we already knew what you was up to, why do people have to always find out that God exists in the worst ways? This is the reason why, as a polytheist and a pagan, I work with gods that work for me. See, a lot of people, especially Christians, they don't really believe in the God that they worship. That God has to give pagans a pass. That God can't attack us. We don't have anything to do with that. That's why there's a lot of people that stay out of it. That's why 10 years ago, there was a lot of people that left the church. Duh. Those church congregations are a mess. Us pagans, we don't have nothing to do with it. That's why people went the pagan path. Because, because we know that that entity exists, but that entity has no power over us. That entity tells you what to do and then punishes you for what you've done. That makes no sense. This is the reason why people made other choices. I don't understand why this has to continuously. It's almost like they don't ever learn the lesson. They get sent the signs. Then they want to flip back and forth. You can't do that. You should not have stirred up the pot. When you start stirring up the pot and you just start randomly attacking people, those people have the right to defend themselves. This is something that is played out in history over and over again. You are in a delusion, and your delusion will not help you, especially today. Shiva, Satan, will destroy every delusion that you have built in your mind. What do you think? Like, especially like what I was talking about a few hours ago. If you're a man just running around here attacking women, did you not know that there are plenty? Like, I'm talking about every male god in the sky is going to protect those women that you're attacking. Why are you trying to sell a different story when we know the truth? Not just the goddess, because they want to talk about the goddess. No, even the male deities protect us, women. You know what I'm saying? They give us the knowledge to put it out there because they're trying to constantly block out our. Listen, if you're a man or a woman that stirred up the pot and attacked people, you are in the shits. You cannot get out of it. I don't know why you trying to convince other people of it. Ain't nobody else stupid. People that you like, and then they'll come and post it in social media. That's not the truth. You decided, I'm going to be dark. I'm going to be sinister. And then the people that you tried to make your victim, they called on the correct people and did the right thing and understood how to stand 44 degrees to the north and 33 degrees to the south. They knew how to do that. And then now you running around here trying to act like a baby, and you ain't going to do nothing but get smashed and destroyed. Why did you do that? Why didn't you just walk away? Why didn't you just leave those people alone? Then you try to tell yourself, well, because you black. Now that was where I have people still trying to attack me to this day. I can see their rituals, and they really honestly believe that they're going to get away with what they're doing just because I'm black, which is a fucking mistake. Are you fucking kidding me? You are real delusional. Up until the day they probably gonna have massive fucking heart attacks or something. What the hell? Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Because he went, let me tell you what he did, Stefan. I'm gonna tell you, speaking of him, let's talk about him a little bit more on the main channel. He went to these people for nothing. Nobody did anything to him. People were nice to him. People tried to offer him refuge. People tried to heal him. He went to these people and participated in ritual with these people. Tried to hurt innocent people in a total delusion. People that don't care about themselves, obviously. Obviously, they don't love themselves. Obviously, you're going down the wrong road. Now he's suffering the consequences. He's sick. He's sick. I was shocked. Stefan, he was only live for a little over an hour. He's sick. He's actually jealous of the fact that I can go live. I can come on here all day. He was live for 2 hours. That's after days and days and days of being sick and weak. Showing photographs of me is not going to help. You done got yourself involved in a spiritual war that you have lost already. Now you done got all these people involved. Boy, it ain't nothing that he can do. So that he's one of them. He's the main one that I'm talking about. He posted, I'll stop mentioning you, mentioning me. Boy, you in a full-fledged spiritual war with me that you losing. Like I'm talking about as the seconds tick by. As the seconds tick by. I'll stop mentioning you as soon as I see you moved on and aren't. What? Ain't you the one that tried to roughhouse me and start harassing me like he's and for some reason in his delusion, because he's a male and he has a phallus, he thought he would be able to get away with it. I'm telling you, he's sick. He ain't feeling well. He's scrambling about, trying to project that. Didn't nobody tell you to keep harassing people? And then he was over there attacking a man that he doesn't even know. He don't know my man. This is the kind of idiocy that we got out here. But see, people like that can be very dangerous still. That's one of the reasons why I got my protection group. All that shit is blocked. He been over there praying out of that Bible and they ain't doing nothing but attacking him. You know the Bible verse, never suffer a witch to live. That only goes for if she's in your congregation. I ain't in their congregation. Why y'all think I keep saying that I'm not in the black sector? I'm not. That's their congregation. They ain't got no power over me. They only got power to destroy themselves, and that's all they doing one by one. While acting goofy and trying to make it seem like it's a joke, but then off camera, they're doing these rituals and prayers and conjuring up all these spirits that are working totally against them. It's the dumbest thing ever. Why they would start shit with me as a witch. What the fuck? They thought I wasn't going to take it seriously. My spirits take it seriously. The moment you started bringing God into it, conjure, and you started conjuring spirits against me, and you started trying to do certain shit, that was when my spirit said, oh no, we're going to take these people out one by one. Because I ain't giving up none of my loved ones. I ain't sacrificing shit. I ain't doing none of this shit. Not none of my clients, not my children, my grandchildren, or pets. My daughter has a cat named Jersey. I got a cat named Lena. My man, all of us gonna survive. We're gonna watch them drop one by one. And y'all better be prepared for that. And they did it to themselves. They did it. Why would you pick up a Bible and not take it seriously? I do. I'm not even Christian and I take it seriously. Why are you playing around with it? You shouldn't have been playing. Ain't nobody playing with you. Nobody's joking with you and nobody's playing with you. Whenever they read out of that Bible, especially when they're reading curses, those spirits are being conjured against people. People are watching their front. People are watching their back. Every time you do that, you're conjuring something against a person when you could have and you should have just walked the hell away. Had plenty of opportunity. Could have did it on October the 31st of 2024. Instead came back on November the 1st. For what? To try to make claim on things that don't belong to you? Ridiculous. When my clients come in to get their readings and I see a lot of chaos and stuff and I see all of that, a lot of them are conjuring it out the Bible. As a witch, I don't go to the Bible and conjure nothing. Because those spirits really don't have no loyalties. Loyalty is a virtue. I don't do that kind of mess. Shouldn't have started stuff with people. Now you scrambling, running around here, showing photographs of people, trying to, like, what do you think if you insult the way that I look, that has nothing to do with it? I'm going to lose faith in myself. I'm going to lose faith in my spirits. My spirits always deliver. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, it does need to go back. This channel does need to go back to normal. It does. And it got kind of late and I got tired. But I've been deleting videos and stuff from this channel because I think that if I, get rid of some of these videos, it'll jumpstart it. But it's just the point. That has nothing to do with my business. The reason why the enemy flagged my channel was because they wanted to impede on business. And now they're suffering because of it. I'm not. I have business and clients that come to me every day. Not to mention, let me see what my views are per day. I can tell you how many, I can go to my channel analytics and tell you what my views are. Flagging a channel don't mean nothing. See, when you do stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. And then I've gained a few subscribers. I've had plenty of views to manifest what I need within my business. I don't need a whole goog of views to manifest clients. They all are. That's what happens when you decide to become obsessed with somebody, and then now all of a sudden you've got to do something to them. Why couldn't you just walk away? That would have been the best thing for you, because I take it very seriously. Plus, I'm a Black woman. Life can be a little bit more difficult for us, especially when you're dealing with confused Black men. And then you're going to come and be the epitome. So now my spirits are just going to make an example out of you. He keeps going on and on with it. Everybody that's doing that. And it's really annoying. And then it got to the point where there was not enough resources to even deal with these people that are causing all these problems, like what he's doing. He's the one. People like him are the ones that are creating the problem, because they just can't go somewhere and be humble. They can't go somewhere and leave people the hell alone. So that's why my protection is so valuable, is because what it does is it blocks all of that stuff out. Those bad spirits that they're conjuring can't get to me at all. At all. Like, it just literally, it causes it to backfire on them instantly. Just all bad news, bad news, bad news for them. It is constantly. Never, ever, ever invest your stock in a dumbass gang stalker because they dumb. They're unevolved, and it's already like, it's just ridiculous. And that's what a lot of people are dealing with. Gang stalkers are weak, pathetic people is what they are. And that's just all it is to it. Then they want to play dumb and crazy. No, you, first of all, we kind of suspect that you're like an empty seater anyway, but you still should have been concerned. Your family should have been concerned about the fact that you just out here in social media randomly attacking people in the spiritual community. Like, you are in a spiritual community. You are saying all this shit. Those checks that you are writing, you need to be able to fucking cash them, and you can't. Whoever told him, whatever told him that it would be a good idea for him to attack an innocent woman and her children set him up for failure. The only thing is that with me, my spirits want to know who your boss is. They want to know who persuaded you to do that so that they can destroy them too. They don't understand that, high priestesses, we travel between the world of the living and the dead. Why would you mess with somebody like that and then be goofy about it? And then be goofy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then let your jealousy get to you. Then let your jealousy, like, I would like that's so stupid. That's a dumb reason to destroy your own life and your health, and that's all they doing. When I got up this morning, well, not this morning, but when I got up, I could feel it. I said, you know, I couldn't feel it. I could sense it, and I could see exactly what they doing. They lying to themselves up until the last minute, up until the bitter end. And anybody that joined in with that crap, y'all better get the fuck out. People have found, my ex-bestie found out. Tiffany Chrisman was involved with that shit, and she died in the most horrific way. It seemed like somebody conjured, somebody unrelated to this must have conjured that spirit Andraz against her, because, you know, and I told her, I said, you need to, like, oh my God, bro, don't get involved with those people. And so they've been trying to deflect away from it a lot. But in reality, they should be scared shitless after what happened to her. They too stupid. They're going to play stupid. They're going to be stupid. But at the end of the fucking day, her death and the way that she fucking died like that, the way she was murdered like that, proves that that's the fate of all of y'all that involved yourselves. Ain't none of y'all safe. Because the whole thing, to where even if they were to look at Tiffany as like the sacrificial lamb, the only bad part about my relationship with Tiffany, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Tiffany did have a negative effect on my love life. All I did was sacrifice our friendship so that I could have a normal love life. I never, you know, I mean, any of my enemies, if any of my enemies are doing things that could lead me to get killed and shit like that, or my children, oh, they dead. If you an enemy that's trying to get my kids killed, you're dead. If you're an enemy that's trying to harm my grandbabies or my lover or anybody, any of my friends and my people, you're dead. You're not going to survive it. That's a fact. Everybody I fuck with gonna survive it. Everybody that I fuck with, like my children and grandchildren, they ain't even gotta really deal with that shit. I deal with it. And don't nobody, ain't nobody tripping. They literally sat around for years wishing death on me, wishing sickness on me, wishing a stroke or a heart attack on me. Look at what the fuck happened. Look at what's happening to those people. They too fucking blind to fucking see it. And then they'll say that I'm roasting her. How the fuck am I roasting her? That's not roasting her. I'm telling you what the result is going to be. You know, you're on here every single day. You're over there trying to light candles. You're over there doing all this stuff to hurt me. You're not hurting me. I'm always taken care of. I'm always get clients. You can sit up here and try to block, stop, hinder. You are the ones that's going to get fucked up because they don't want to admit to it. But, you know, unfortunately, Tiffany and Mike was a real inspiration behind that sector. They not going to admit to it. And honestly, I don't know what the fuck. I think that she got persuaded by some people in social media. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. I don't give a fuck if you the Grand Wizard or the motherfucking KKK. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You fuck with Jamila, you fuck with Jamila, anybody that I love, and your ass is grass. That's a fucking fact. And I can flex my motherfucking shit. And money don't mean nothing. I'ma have every goddamn thing that I want. I ain't worrying about that shit. What's more important to me is the life and the health of my family. We healing each other. Last night, because I said that I was going to do a healing for me and my loved ones, and then all of a sudden, those jokers started trying to flag this channel falsely. They gonna all perish. I told y'all that. I can see it in my foresight when and we gonna be gone. Me and my man and my children, we gonna be gone from Georgia because what's gonna happen? And my man Mike don't even know the identity of my man. He doesn't know him, but I'm still gonna make sure he's with me. I'm still gonna make sure that he's protected. When Mike really gets the karma that he has been waiting for, he's gonna flip. If he ever tries to go to Kansas City, he gonna die. To do anything to us, he gonna die. He the one that did it. He the one that did it. His stalking started years ago, 10 years ago when he started stalking me. And my spirits just kept hitting him up. His mama just got sicker and sicker. He got more fucked up and more fucked up in the game. And then all of a sudden it was him wishing death on people. You know, him constantly, you know what I'm saying? Like God is listening to that shit. Spirit is listening to that shit. And you got everybody fucked up. He want to talk about an older person. Doing whatever. You a old 40-some-year-old man trying to wish death on kids in their 20s. Trust me, your ass can die. He wished death on my baby girl while she was pregnant. He wished death on her. He did. He's been wishing death on my whole family. When Mike loses it all, anybody that's around him, anybody. That's why his best buddy, Miss L, comes on here all the time talking about killing herself. I'm like, why would you get involved with that? Like, are you stupid? I used to always check Mike too. I would tell his demons. I would always tell Mike and his demons, I'd be like, dude, like you fighting a losing fucking battle. You dealing with a woman. And you dealing with a witch. Oh, He ain't gonna make it to no motherfucking Kansas City. When I get there, that shit is over. He does too much. That's all that motherfucker do is sit around but he got a whole group of this. The same thing with I got client enemies that are like that though. He ain't the only motherfucker. He act like he one of a kind. I deal with that shit on a daily fucking basis. Stupid ass idiots like him. You fucking idiot. What an idiot. So anywho, I talked about it on the other channel. Just to give y'all a Cliff Notes version, dude came to Georgia cursed because he did something in Georgia. So it's some people that got some shit on him that has nothing to do with me. First of all, we don't do the whole sacrificing, take a life for another life. We don't do that shit. I set the motherfucking rules. I'm in my utopia. You use the name Jamila or my image, that means that my spirit is at your goddamn throat. You write my name down on a piece of paper or inscribe my name on a candle or take a black magic marker and put my fucking name on a damn glass candle, my spirit is at attention. And what's crazy is that their behavior is so embarrassing, the things that they do. They don't realize that people can see them. So what they'll do is that what they did was they did a bunch of, this is what Mike did. While cursed and delusional, he did a bunch of stuff. He, for some reason, the only side of himself that was consciously aware was his own embarrassment. So then he tried to use me to cover up his embarrassment. But then where he made the fucking mistake was where he started to bring God into the equation. Oh my God. Then he read the Bible, the parts where he wanted to accept, and got real delusional. And then that's when shit got real. He should have been more focused on trying to remove whatever shit that was that he got on him. I ain't never been to New York in my life. He got enemies back in New York. Lots of them. He got houses of enemies. He tried to offer me and my babies as a sacrifice. My spirit said, you gonna die. He been lying to himself, running around here. Every death in my family, he's been trying to relate it to his victory. He's a stupid fucking idiot. Nobody should ever listen to anything that they say spiritually. Nobody. Why y'all think he covered up the fact that his mother died? We didn't know that Mike's mother died for like 3 years. Because he knows that he's been out here like literally like trying to do death work on people, trying to project his stuff, trying to sacrifice and scapegoat, trying to do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna never do him no good. Never. And it ain't my fucking fault. All I know is that he tried to involve me. And you try to involve me, you're good as dead. You try to involve Jamila. You'll never do no stupid shit and then say, I swear to God. Like, do you not know that God actually exists? Do you not know that the Most High actually exists? It seemed like they don't believe in it. And I'm good with God. God is good with me. God's been protecting me and my babies from these people. They sick. That's why mentally ill people and mentally challenged people shouldn't pick up a Bible. Don't pick up a Bible. Don't pick up a candle. Just step the fuck away from that shit, sir, ma'am. Step away from it, because you don't have the clarity. And you can't say, well, Jamila did something. It's. And I think that a lot of them other ones thought that if Mike called me a bitch and called me out of my name, that was going to break me. No, that would have broke you. That shit ain't going to work on me. They thought they had it in the bag. They ain't got shit. And they not only do they not have shit, but they don't have no hope. When I woke up this morning, I knew I was going to get everything that I wanted and needed, everything that I wanted and needed in access. I knew that because my business runs 24/7. When they woke up this morning, they knew subconsciously that shit was over for them, that they was fucked. That's the truth. You shouldn't have done what you did. And they done involved many people, done manipulated a bunch of people in that shit, and all those people. I think they're using the principles of religion, which is why they always crying and shit, talking about, you are in this sector. No, the fuck I ain't. It's like their little congregation or something. And so they feel like, well, we got to force her to be in the sector, because then that means that she got to follow our rules. Hell, Satan. Not only am I not in your congregation, I don't have nothing to fucking do with that shit. I'm pagan and I'm a Satanist. I don't have nothing to do with that shit. And that's the one thing that's protecting me. They can't stand that shit. And that's what a lot of the rest of y'all got to do, because the church is destroyed. That shit is over. That shit. And I've been warning people about this shit. It depends on who pastor is. Right now, I think Mike is pastor. Imagine Mike being the pastor of your church. That them end times for you. Them end times. That's a stupid fucking idiot. And all they got to do is go online. They can actually go online and get a fucking certificate to practice. But that can be anybody. That's why people question the validity of these online things that give them, like, he's supposed to be a part of the priesthood of being a Christian leader, and he's leading these people to nothing but death and fucking destruction, because I'm a high priestess of Hecate and Lilith, and I'm not playing that motherfucking shit. That's why right now his heart is flipping all over the goddamn place, holding his goddamn chest. Why'd you mess with me in the first place? Why would you do something so stupid? And then innocent children, and then trying to convince yourself that somehow you are in the right. Like, that's kind of weird to me. That's very weird. But that's what we're dealing with out here. Most of the chaos and the bad spirits that y'all getting from, that's why I don't contend with the Bible and none of that. I don't do no damn religion, y'all. That shit's evil. That's the epitome of evil. Especially, I can show y'all the verses of the Bible that they use. He done tried everything, all of it. My spirits wiped it out. He ain't got shit. He tried to convince people that I was 700 pounds. He got, Stevan, that live that I did this morning, he got upset about that. He's very upset about that, because that's what you are. You a joke, but it ain't no joke, because you really did get the attention of God, and my spirits are paying you a lot of attention, and they gonna give it to you. They're going to give it to you. Mm-hmm. Anybody that did that, anybody. I've been telling these people because they all Jamila. It's like, yes, we're in the black sector. So what the fuck? The fuck? They delusional. Don't matter. You can be a prayer warrior. You can sit there and pray 24 hours a goddamn day. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't know what the fuck. They in some kind of time warp, a time capsule or something. I have no fucking idea what's wrong with these people. All I know is what I see in my foresight. And what I see in my foresight is them it is all good things for me and my family and people in my fold. They don't see it. That's why they got to come on here every day. Why they drop revenge porn? Why are they posting new? Because they're losers. That's why. Only a loser would post revenge porn on somebody. They thought they was doing something and they wasn't. They failed. And I told them that several years ago that they were going to fail. I told them that. Then when they said, we really got her. We got revenge porn. Well, so you plan on committing more crimes against me? Oh, now you fucked. Why didn't you stop for your own good? Then, Stefan, they've been going around sharing that Photoshop child pornography picture of my child. They really getting fucked up because of that. Why would you make things worse for yourself? That's all they did. And that's very typical of y'all enemies. That's very typical. I'm not saying that you don't have to fight them back. I'm not saying that it ain't going to take resources to fight them back. Unfortunately, those are the type of people that we're dealing with. To be honest with you, right now, the way Spirit is looking at it, and when we go into the month of March, like somewhere around the 25th of this month, I'm supposed to be working fertility cases for clients. These people are out of place. I ain't supposed to be dealing with this shit, and I'm not really. They are the ones that keep trying to come back with the shit. It ain't gonna never work. It never worked. Nothing that you do works. Remember when they said I wasn't gonna get that money from my mother? They went on and on and on about that for the longest. You ain't gonna get nothing. And then I did get something. It was a little small amount, but then I did get something. Then they said that nothing that they say comes into fruition. Nothing. Because they have nothing but jealousy and hatred in their heart. They run on jealousy and hatred, and that is not the truth. I run on the principle of love and truth and light and dark, but mainly the love, the truth and love. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know why they even started this war with me. And they really thought, and then they want to play dumb. Oh, that's not what I was doing. But God is saying to them, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Then another thing that Spirit said was that when it took them several years to put my channel into blacklist, that's why you got to be careful out here. Any client that didn't see my channel because of them, they have to suffer the karma from that client. So then they just double, tripping, quadrupling their own bad karma. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. So now you're trying to block me out. You're trying to dim my light. You're trying to block me out. But now the way my spirits is going to do you, they going to do you real dirty now, because now you done blocked me from people that I was supposed to help. Whether or not it was doing a reading for them, doing spiritual work for them, You gonna have to suffer the karma of that. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't come and get the work done that you need done. That doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna have to suffer for everything that they have done. I was Sheba. You talking about Queen Sheba? Maybe so. That don't have nothing to do with this life. Whatever it is, I don't know what does that mean though. I don't know what that means. Being Queen of Sheba, subhuman. I don't know what you're talking about with that. People with past lives are not subhuman. I don't know what you're talking about. I believe in rebirth and resurrection, and I believe in past lives. I do believe in that. So you're gonna have to make yourself clear, or either we're gonna have to block you because I don't know what you're talking about. Tarot destroyer. Yeah, that's a look at that person. Yeah, it's a doll or something. Yeah, I have no idea what you even mean by that, but it is what it is. See, here they come. They see what they don't realize is that if they would have read forward in their Bible, they would see that only applies to people in their congregation. So you're talking about yourself. You're in their congregation, but yet you're trying to practice sorcery right now. So you're talking, see how crazy they are? That those rules only apply to you, hon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See how sick they are? Bye, hon. Bye. Bye-bye now. It's sick. Let me go to, where do I? God damn. Hail Satan. Bye, Tarot Destroyer. Bye, Hail Satan. Get your crazy ass out of here. The only person that's going to answer to your God is you because your God set your dumb ass up. Look how stupid you look. Look at this stupid motherfucker. Well, if you really believed in that, why are you so tight and pressed? Why are you so scared? Why are you so scared? If it's the truth, why you got to run around here all the time? Like, why don't you chill out and go somewhere and relax? Go take a shower. You ain't even washed your ass today. That don't apply over here. We're not Christian over here, dummy. We're pagan. I don't. It's ridiculous. And the crazy part about it is that they practicing witchcraft in their congregation, it's weird. It's weird. And see, this is one of the reasons why I don't do hoodoo either, because a lot of hoodoo people use the Bible. I don't do that. I practice good old ritual. But that's the result though, Stevan. Even though they're trolling, that's the result of it. That's the result of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't use the Bible. That's one of the reasons why I don't do that. I don't do that. You can't really mix the two together because at the end of the day, in my humble opinion, when it comes to, them using the Bible for their workings, they're basically condemning themselves because you're still practicing witchcraft while reading the Bible. Mm-hmm. And running around here attacking women and trying to murder children. Photoshopping pedophilic pictures of children. using children's images. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. That's the result of mixing mental illness with it too. So anyway, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. Let me go. We done wasted enough time on these people. We take our time back too. I gotta go. These people are fucking nuts. Like I said, you know, you need to quit smoking drugs or whatever drug that you smoking. They get to smoking them drugs and stuff. Let me get out of here. Regardless of what you're doing, you still playing around with it. And that's what you should not have done. You don't come to social media and decide to attack people that have nothing to do with you. You should have went to rehab. You should have went and got you a job, not coming on here trying to judge tarot card readers and all of that. Because when you come over here with that shit, you ain't going to do nothing but face Satan and goddamn death. About some damn tarot destroyer. Stupid. You can't do nothing but laugh at it because we already got our stuff put into place. I already got my protection up. My protection stays up. And I'm not giving no goddamn details of it either. That kind of shit right there. That shit that don't make no sense. Like when you hear about these men that murder their entire family. When you hear about stupid bitches like Andrea Yates murdering her 5 children in the name of God. When you hear about shit like that. That's the type of mental fucking illness that we dealing with that we need protection from. They doing the most. But their Bible spirits get stopped and blocked. That there's no Bible spirit that has the right to come in on me. Because the way we look at it is that your God is false. You are suffering from the pitfalls of really what it was a man-made religion, you know, and we're very grateful for Satan falling to the earth and not he took all the angels and came down to the earth to help us, and I'm very grateful for that. And a lot of people don't understand that. They get all their information from the church, and the church is doing all the raping and killing and violating, and we all know that for a fact. And then y'all come on here fucking with people all the damn time. Anywho, let me go, y'all. Bye. Y'all have a good evening. Bye.